G'day everyone, how are we all? Hope you're all doing well. Pick up some locks, doing some hacking, but as always keeping it bloody legal. And I know I just went through all that. It is pretty warm today, but I'm in the process of not renovating, but doing a makeover of the shop. I'm just not happy with it. There's just shit everywhere. So I want it more organised, especially now when business starts to pick up, the locksmith business and everything else. I need places just to be able to store supplies and everything like that. So, because I mean, we're going to be advertising massively. I'm talking, we're going to be on, we've got an ad coming out in a magazine, the Senior Scene. We're going to be on a heap of websites all throughout it's all throughout Australia. There's advertising as well. Not to mention, I've just ordered 1,000 flyers from Vistaprint of the advertisement. So they're going to be doing letterbox drops, putting 1,000 flyers out at the moment. Not to mention the other ones that I've got laminated, ready to go, where the shops that have the notice boards, I'm going to go and pin some up in them as well. So we're really just going to like smother everything with advertising to build up some more business. And once that happens, I need a much more better cleaned and organised shop. So I've just been to spend $197 thereabouts to be able to organise this better. I love the shelves, these shelving units. They're a bit more expensive now. I got them when they were on sale. So I ended up purchasing some metal ones you got to bolt together. They're like $20 each. They're a bit smaller than them, but they nut and bolt together rather than just the tabs that slide in. They hold a little bit more weight than the other ones, but the 3 shelving units, I want to kind of have them across the windows just here. It's probably where I'm going to put them. Maybe 2 and then 1 in the middle sticking out like a T shape to be able to store products and stock and everything like that on. Because I want to kind of get rid of this middle table just here. And then out in the vehicle, because I just purchased it as well, so I bought 3 of the shelving units for like $20 each. And then out in the back of my vehicle, which I gotta go and grab to go into the shop, is I don't know if you can see it, workbench. So that was like $135 thereabouts, $136 something, $35 something like that, which isn't too bad. It slots together just like the other shelving units, so it'll match in. But I want to put that in there as well, so I have a workbench that I have rather than just the one where I do the videos and stuff. Small workbench, so like rekeying and block repairs and stuff like that. I want all my tools and everything on this bench, good to go. So that's going to go into the shop. We'll get stuck into it, and then we'll come back and have a look. Or I'll do bits and pieces throughout, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I've got the first shelf done. She's in over there. Yeah, I got a knife in my hand, so I'm about to do the bench. So I'm going to put the workbench in the middle just here of the workshop, right under this light. Then I can just run another extension lead from there and come straight down on top of it. So I'm going to put the other bench in next to that one just there. Got heaps of shit just thrown on the bottom here, which I've got to sort out. So I still got to finish organising all this mess here. But what I can do is once I put the bench in the middle, that's going to be a rekeying section. That is going to get taken out, that table, and I'm going to put the other shelf in just there next to the key machines for more storage. So it should open up a nice little walkway all the way around in the middle of the shop, and then I can clean up all this section, and then all this section, and then this section. So we'll get to it, we'll come back and have a look, but I'm getting boogered. Alright, so got the workbench all in, and for some reason this looks really off. Wow. The bench clean steps doesn't help. It still looks a bit off, but that's alright. So yes, workbench is now in the middle of the shop, so I'm going to leave that in where it is. So I kind of like it because it's pretty much like straight under the light. So now I can move all my tools from over there onto here and under there. This section, the black dirt printer's going, so I've got a brand new printer that I can control and print off my phone and off my tablet and off the laptop wirelessly through Bluetooth. So that'll work really well. So the camping gear is all going to go just on these two shelves here, because I mean, yeah, that's where that stuff's going. But my shelves are in, the shelving unit, so I've got the two here, which I'm starting to put stuff on. So two of the galvanised steel shelves in here. The shelves don't perfectly line up, these two here, because this one and this one, because I wanted this one a little bit more room so I could fit my hard cases in for stuff. So yeah, my training gear and stuff and products, training gear on these, and like products on stock on here, stock on here, and equipment on here. But yeah, just need more shelves for stock. For the more business going to be coming in and stuff like that as well. So yeah, my big swag, that's going to be going over there. And I also got to bring my gazebo in, which will go in down the other end of the bench there over in that corner. But now I've got all this other mess to clean up, so I'm going to pull my finger out, get to it. I'm going to leave this shelf where it is. I actually was going to put this one over there and take my repinning stuff, put it on here. But I'm probably going to use this more for working on. I can bring the repin stuff over if I need to repin locks there. But I'm going to leave this shelf here to be able to sit stuff on, because I think it sits kind of nicely. I'm kind of happy where it is. Then my keys section could be freed up a lot more than having all the tools on the bottom shelf. So I'm going to get stuck into that and hopefully see you all when it's finished. Alright, so I think I'm finally finished. I'm going to tinker around and change a few more bits and pieces till I'm, really, really happy with it. But, oh, there's a light shining in the way. She's a lot more organised and cleaner. So, I've redone and revamped the repinning area for repinning locks. It's easier for me to sit down and do it, and I can really focus on what I'm doing. And I can share some lights on it with the lamp, which is all plugged in to a switch stuck to the side here, so that I can turn it on and off when I need it. Of course, my key machines for all my key cutting and stuff like that once here, unless I'll take that out if I'm doing a market or something. But for most of the time now, I'm just going to use my single duplicator to duplicate basic house keys. Office stuff, books for keys and stuff like that, key blanks, key programming machines, impressioning stuff. I'm going to get a heap more key blanks in, so all the boxes and spares will be stacked here. Office stuff down the bottom there. That printer's going to go, so I don't need it anymore, because I got cleaned up the YouTube station and my picking station. Except I'm leaving the vise on here, mounted on here, because it's a lot more steadier for doing work than the flimsy little boards on the workbench. So I'm leaving the vise here, so I will work there and then bring them over here, especially the Viking bands at the moment, the file them. I'll be making them over there and then bringing them over here to file. The computer section. So my new printer, I bought an Epson. This one will actually hook up to my phone, and I can control it off my phone, off my tablet. I like this because I get to play with this and bring it in and out. So I can print off my phone, invoices or anything like that. Have loads of the rear, so I can do that in here now. For my laptop, for if I need to move it around over to the workbench here, if I'm working on something and want to watch something on YouTube, since the Wii U doesn't connect to the YouTube anymore. camping gear, except for that table that's used for camping and when we're out doing markets, which I'm in the process of organising all the insurance, the professional indemnity and public liability insurance for the business. So nobody really wants to cover cyber, unfortunately. So it's making it a bit difficult. I have over here will be where I'll be stocking my locks and stuff like that for installs, and I'm not going to carry absolutely every single type of lock, just most common residentials that we come across here. At the moment I've got some Iconics sitting here that they're good. So they're horrible locks, don't get me wrong, they're absolutely horrible, but if it's an emergency and the person needs a lock on the house temporarily, just until I order in a good one, or if they want to replace it with a good one but they temporarily need a lock, they will come in handy for that. So I do have a couple of them in stock. Up the top though is my personal collection that, you know, belongs with my padlocks over here. But yeah, that's my personal collection up the top there, utilising the top shelf. Got all my locks. That's all my personal collection in this corner as well. These two new shelvings that are put in, the shelving units, these are for training gear and pen testing gear and stuff like that. So I have my other key machine down there I use for training only. So people can actually practice cutting to code. When they dig code from photos, they can actually have a go at cutting the code. That's for taking photos of products. And my laser engraver, but for wood and stuff like the plastics. But yeah, for this is all training gear. 3D printing section, as you know, I've got some camp gear shoved underneath there because it's a good little storage spot. The drawers to stash products in. So if you head over to the website, I've got heaps of 3D printed stuff, all good to go. So head over there and check it out. As I said, the other shelf is here. So I've got some tools and bits and pieces. This will all be re-cleaned and organised. I'm going to get tubs to put in here, like plastic drawer tubs kind of things, so I can stack everything in and utilise the whole shelf space rather than just these bits and pieces here, there and everywhere. And of course the new workbench that we just put in. So tools up the back, ones along the top. Getting ready to make up the Viking Slim Jim band, so I've got to texturise all them like this here. So they've got to be fully texturised. And down the bottom is just storage for stuff as well, so I'm going to get some tubs to go down there. But she's done. She's looking more like a professional shop. And yeah, nice and clean. So I'm going to get to work cleaning up the rest of it. All the rubbish that's outside, that's paper and cardboard, is going to go in the fire pit, and we're going to light the fire tonight and sit back and relax after the amount of work I've done today. So as always, check out all the links in the description down below. If you like what you see, please give a thumbs up. Really do bloody appreciate it. And till next time, keep it bloody legal, and cheers guys.